It's ironic and perhaps rather telling that in this time of chaos, the people who are the good guys are the ones who are suffering most. Because Johnny Mercer, out of all the ranks of Conservative ministers or ex-ministers, Johnny Mercer must rank as one of the better ones. He's one of the better Tory rankers. But he is facing an order to hand over the names of the whistleblowers who are soldiers who have given information that is pertinent to the Afghanistan public inquiry. And the judge heading that inquiry, Lord Justice Haddon Cave, has invoked in the Inquiries Act 2005 to demand that Johnny Mercer produces the names of the whistleblowers themselves for the public inquiry. And if he doesn't, he faces jail or a hefty fine. This is disturbing because it means that it's going to be increasingly difficult to be a whistleblower. It's a suppression of whistleblowing yet again. So I have spent so much time recently listening to whistleblowers, particularly from the NHS, talking about how miserable their process was and how the NHS has attacked them and effectively they've lost their jobs. The same sort of thing happens in education and in the police force. So there's supposed to be legislation to support whistleblowers. The problem is it doesn't really work because the systems in place don't want to be told that they're wrong, and they certainly don't want to have this problem hanging over them. So the easiest thing to do is to get rid of the problem, fire the whistleblower on some spurious made-up charge, and or name them and publicly drag them through the court of media opinion. So Johnny Mercer faces jail. It would be extraordinary that somebody who has worked so hard for veterans should be in a position where he's likely to be fined or go to jail on a matter of principle. Lord Dannatt, who was the chief of the General Staff, has said it's outrageous that the government minister who has done more than anyone else for veterans should be threatened with jail. He gave his word to the whistleblowers that their identity would be protected. The information that they gave Mr. Mercer has already been passed by him to the inquiry. And he says he sees this as a matter of public interest. He wants future whistleblowers to be assured that they can speak to figures of authority in confidence. And I think in this particular case, Johnny Mercer is a man of integrity and honour. And at the same time, I think the demands that he betrays the confidence of a whistleblower are extraordinary and aggressive. Is this the nature of our legal system at the back end of this parliament? Because, or is this the legal system pushing back against the parliamentarians who have so clearly expressed such contempt for the legal system, as instanced, for example, in the Rwanda case? Is Johnny Mercer going to suffer because of the intransigence of Suella Braverman? She's got a lot to answer for, hasn't she?